From the 20, and the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches.
There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could. Not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hurts fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 31 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Here is third down and 4. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and more?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of a tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now Jackson on first down. A slant route caught by Bateman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next. See you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the two-point conversion.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the posts.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to...
And now off to the races down the right side. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before you could get much out of it.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Jackson flushed out right. Got a man down the field. It's Bateman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here's Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of will. In a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 54 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense. Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Second down and 6 now. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Jackson will throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Big hookup there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at. To see
so they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Second down, here's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
For the lead, here's third and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to be touchdown short of a first. And it's fourth down coming up.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. Fourth down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1 yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, 31 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in the end zone and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by a field goal, 1:50 to play. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning. Play at this stage of the game to come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Hunter now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive